I'm wondering what your recollections are of Bart Starr. I just throw it open to you, Brett, on the
Yeah,
passing.
uh, I don't know what else you can say that hasn't been said by so many people, and obviously all those things are, uh, tremendous personality, character, integrity, nice, thoughtful, and all those are true. Um, he was a little before my time as stars, watching him play and remembering him like I do Roger Staubach, who was my childhood idol and who I emulated. But I've said this so many times. When I was traded to Green Bay, I wasn't real sure where Green Bay was, but I was for certain. Um, I knew who Bart Starr was. I knew what he stood for. I knew that he quarterbacked the Packers in what would be, the as they could say now, the glory years, and just was an icon. I knew that. I knew Paul Hornung. I knew Willie Wood and Willie Davis. I knew all those guys, who they were and what they had done. And so when I got a chance to meet Bart, and I don't think it was, in all honesty, I don't know the exact time. I can't remember if that was, prior to the start of the first season, somewhere. I don't remember, but I do remember Bart would always go out of his way to come say hello. And I just thought to myself, this is crazy. Why would he want to talk to me? And, just a very humble guy. And, one thing that he did, and you may or may not have seen this, but he always would send me a personal letter after I accomplished, something, not necessarily something of any magnitude. It may have been my first win. It may have been, a 3-game stretch, or it may have been, I didn't play as well, and a tough loss. He'd send me a nice letter. There'll be better days. Thinking of you. Proud of you. All those things. And he didn't have to do that. And I'm sure that there's other people out there who could say Bart did this for him, or he went out of his way and helped us out, in some sort of way. That's just the type of guy he was. I would guess if there's any, and I don't consider this a negative in any way. If there's one thing you could say that maybe he didn't accomplish, was what he had set out to would have been as a head coach.
Right.
And probably the reason for that was he's probably too nice, and I mean that with all due respect. Just a wonderful, wonderful person.
And that's the thing I was out of what you just said, Brett, that I wanted to pull out about just a stellar human being that Bart Starr was, and how he would come up to you when you were just fresh being traded to the team
Right.
from Atlanta, and then about how he would stay along with you. I mean, as it was now obvious in Green Bay that you were in fact the person that this organization had been
Right.
waiting for since Bart. And I wonder how he handled that with you, with handwritten notes. Literally, you would just walk to the mailbox and there'd be a handwritten note or in your locker from Bart Starr, Brett?
Yes, either way, if not both. And he always made it a point when he was in Green Bay, and I'm sure there were times where he, dropped in maybe, to go to the boys' ranch or something where he was not coming over to the facility, where I didn't know he was in town. But I got the impression that every time he was in town, he'd come over and say hello. And he was unassuming. He didn't want any fanfare or anything like that. He just, again, a very humble guy. And, not, what about me? And what, and along those same lines, that one of the things I'm most proud of is being able to come back to Green Bay as I did, and to be welcomed by the fans the way I was, but to be able to do it with Bart Starr on that Thursday night, the cold and rainy game, and really it was supposed to be a night honoring me, but I really felt like it was a night to honor Bart one last time, and that's one of the great memories that I have of being on Lambeau Field, believe it or not.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.